What's up, y'all? How is everybody doing today, man? Y'all, this now go. It's your boy be back with another video, y'all. We coming with the bangers, y'all. Today is the day. All right, Drake is dropping tonight, man. I'm excited. I'm about to invite Mar in here, y'all. Let's get this thing started, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get right. You know what I mean? Let's get right. Let's really enjoy our night. Hopefully he answers. I actually got to turn this camera off right here.
And my name.
Allow this John to hit me up right there.
You can hear me, bro?
Yeah, I hear you. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm about to get my charger real quick.
Got you. Let me actually fix this up. Come on, camera. What the heck is going on? What is going on?
We can start out by saying what I know.
Hold on, bro. Why the hell my camera not working? Think I know why. Let me fix this real quick. Try to disconnect that. There we go. All right. What's up, y'all? What's up, man? We are back, man. Live in effect, man. Drake dropped tonight. Well, no, he dropped in the morning, 6 a.m. You feel me? For the dogs. You feel me? I am so excited, man. 6 a.m. 6 a.m.
What time? Wait, 6 a.m. what? Tomorrow?
Yeah. He got to get it done, man. Hold on. Tell me who favorite artist drops while on tour. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, they got to give him some respect, man. They got to give him some respect in honor of Drake, right? In honor of Drake. I definitely feel like
Bro, it can't be 6 a.m., bro.
Yeah, bro, 6 a.m. man.
I thought he was dropping it after his the little drone he's doing at 9 o'clock.
Go on Instagram right now. You see what I'm saying? Like, we ain't even got to do all the chatting. You feel? Drake told me he was going to let us know tonight, and he did.
Who drops it at 6 a.m. and not midnight? Like, that's stupid.
That's not stupid, bro. He had to push it back, obviously. You just always been a hater, bro. You always been a hater, bro. Like, let's pull it up, y'all, man. Let's pull it up, man. Let's pull it up, man.
Yeah, that only makes sense.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Drake is dropping, y'all. The best artist alive, hands down. No questions asked. You feel me? The GOAT. You feel me? Y'all heard what he said. He said 6 a.m. for the dog, October 6th. You heard me? We not playing, y'all. He's a GOAT.
A&R.
Man, he's a GOAT. He's a GOAT, bro. He's dropping 6 a.m., man. Alright. So, y'all, I gotta create the ambiance real quick, you know what I mean? I just got done working, man. Just got done working, slaving. Y'all know. You feel me? Nothing too crazy. What you been up to, bro?
You know, man, living life, man, trying to get my mind back on track, man. You know, slipping off a little bit. You feel me? Had to go back to the mechanic. You know what I mean? Get my mind right, get it fixed, man.
Why you had to go back to the mechanic, man? Tell the people why you had to go back to the mechanic, man.
No, I mean like mechanic as in figuratively, not literally. Like figuratively, I had to go to the mechanic mentally to get my stuff together. You feel me? Because certain stuff was loose in my head that wasn't right. I had to put it back together. You feel me? Trials and tribulations that was.
That conversation we just had, I ain't even gonna lie, man. I'm starting to realize some things is loose in that head, man. That conversation we just had on the phone, man. You know what I mean? But we ain't even gonna talk about that.
How you been though? How you been? You good? Anything new pop up this week? Anything new you want to share with the audience?
Man, I just want to say, honestly, man, no cap, I have been so unfocused. I have been procrastinating out the behind. And you know, me doing that was it's just honestly no excuse. I've really been down on myself, you know what I mean, trying to get this store up, and just trying to build, you know what I mean, trying to build. It's been very hard for me to stay consistent and also like handle like family stuff and all of that. So that's been a doozy, but you know, we getting it done regardless. That's like the only thing I'd say. I just been falling off of my work. That's it. You know what I mean? Nothing too crazy. But I do gotta say, man, I may fall off, but I don't ever lose sight. You know what I mean? I try to stay consistent. If you don't do anything in life, make sure you stay consistent. You see what I'm saying? Like, you gonna fall off. You might procrastinate. Your car might break down. Your house might catch on fire. Something might happen, right? But no matter what, make sure you stay consistent. What I see is staying consistent is what definitely helps you. On my end is showing that this joint is freezing, but let me see.
Yeah, I'm trying to send the trying to share this. Got some people that want to tune in. Here we go.
Yeah, we good. Alright. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this thing. I do know
Product flipping is a scam.
Yes, sir. We will be talking about that, guys. So while Mara is getting ready, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about just a brief summary on how and what I mean by what I just said as far as the product flipping being a scam. So guys, a lot of people have been asking me and telling me how things aren't working out with them as far as like, not a lot of people, but I had a couple people actually telling me how they're having trouble flipping phones. Now, the people telling me they're having trouble flipping phones, one thing I do want to say, right, is you're having trouble flipping phones because you ain't doing it right. You feel me? You're not doing it right. Okay, I got people in the Discord that are obviously, flipping phones on a daily, and they're having success with it, right? And I even have one guy. This is my guy, all right, and he started his own YouTube channel. He's flipping phones. He's showing people how to flip phones, and I'm so happy for him. And one thing I do want to say is he's doing it, and if they're doing it, you can do it. Ain't nobody better than you. I'm talking to whoever's on this damn live. Ain't nobody better than you. So if they could do it, you could do it, right? But let me tell you why a lot of people are feeling like phone flipping is dead. A lot of people are feeling like it's dead because a lot of people aren't doing it right. You sitting here, and you're focused on trying to find the next consumer. And what I mean by consumer, the next person that's looking to sell their phone because, again, they don't need it no more, or they got the new iPhone 14 or whatever, and you're not focused on finding people that are actually doing this and flipping and buying these phones or getting these phones for reselling purposes only. So it's all about finding the right people, especially with the product reselling too. A lot of people, y'all sitting there, y'all going on eBay, and y'all just posting products from thrifting and all of that. But here's the thing. If you're posting a product, let's say you post a Michael Kors shirt one day, then you post Legos the next day, then you post cereal the next day, you have no consistency, right? You're just like a pawn shop at this point. And let me tell you something about thrift stores. Thrift stores never stay open. If you are somebody that has seen a thrift store in your area before, you'll literally realize thrift stores never stay open. You want to know why? Because they're not consistent. And they have different products, but those products are drawing different people. So they never really a consistent, reliable business for people to know, okay, I come here for phone repair, or I come home for my tobacco, or I come here for toys, or I come here for groceries. Like, it's too sporadic, and people don't like sporadic things. They don't like to have to think. They want you to do all the thinking and the work for them. So with that being said, it's more so like, we got to start to focus and dial in on what our niche is, what our goals are. I was talking to your brother the other day, Mar, and I looked him dead in the eye, huh?
Which one?
The one I see every day, or almost every day. I looked him dead in the eye, and I told him, I said, you don't have a goal. And he was like, what you mean? I was like, you ain't going nowhere in life because you don't have a goal. And he's like, I do have a goal. I was like, what's your goal? He was like, to leave my job. I said, okay, leave your job and go where? To another one. And see, that is not the mindset you want to have, right? But you need a goal. Everybody on this call needs a goal. And the problem, and I want to ask you too, because I don't think you have a clear-cut goal either. But I could be wrong. But it's all about having some type of goal when you wake up that you're trying to accomplish, right? Not somebody else's goal, your goal. So I'm not saying, hey, what do you want to do today that's going to help me and you? No, what do you want to do today that's going to help you, right? And a lot of people don't wake up with these goals. Instead, they wake up trying to survive. And I think that is what makes an entrepreneur fail, right? So let me ask you, let's hop into it. What is your goal, man? Like, what do you wake up and what is your goal? Like, what do you want? As bad as you want to breathe, what do you want?
I want to be able to produce and direct my own series. I want my own productions.
Okay.
Be in control everything I'm doing right now. Like right now, I'm an actor, I'm a lead, I'm doing things like that. That was my first goal, to be a lead in a movie.
Right.
I accomplished. So now my goal is that now I know how people shoot it. I know the equipment I need to get. I know my vision is very, very bright and strong. Mm-hmm. So now my goal is to not only be in a movie, but actually create it. I want to create a movie and be in it at the same time. That's my goal right now.
What did you do today? What did you do today to make that goal reality, bro?
Today?
Yes, sir.
Today, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Please, I mean, that's why we here, man. Don't bullshit, man.
Always transparent. Today, what I did to help accomplish that, is not a damn thing but think.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
and that's all 100% because
Okay.
like I spoke to you on the phone. Like I've been through a situation to everybody goes through trials and tribulations and things like that.
Yeah.
And one thing that you don't want to happen is your trials and tribulation to really beat you down. You don't want your trials and tribulation to win. The goal is to overcome everything. And I was going through a period of time within the last 2 months. That it was beating me down, it was wearing me down and wearing me down. And then I literally had to have an epiphany that I'm getting too comfortable right now, and I'm not pitting 110% towards my goal right now. It's only like 40%, and that's not a good thing at all.
Right.
So what I literally sat down and I started writing. I had to get back and start from square one. You feel me? Start writing again. Start doing the things that helped me even achieve my first goal. Because I stopped doing them things, and that's what a lot of people do. They'll do things to help them achieve a goal, and then when they go into another goal, they stop doing the things that help motivate them or help them get there. Because they get too comfortable achieving the first goal and think the second goal is just gonna fall in line at some point in time, and that's not the case. Definitely been slipping on that, but I definitely got back on my writing stuff. So that's one step toward getting to my goal, like I'm supposed to do.
Gotcha. No, and I think that's good. I mean, now when it comes to, and I'm gonna be quite frank, when it comes to you writing and it comes to you directing and all that stuff, you feel like that's a goal that's gonna help improve the situation that you're in, as far as whatever you're trying to improve. Like, is this something that's gonna improve you, or is this something that's going to make you feel good? It's two different things. So, like, is that going to improve you, or is it going to make you feel accomplished?
It's going to improve me personally. It's literally going to improve me personally because of the fact that it's just like going it's just like if you had it's just like if you went to college or whatever, you had a major and you take certain courses to get your degree or whatever like that. So if you want to become a doctor, you take certain steps to get there. That class is going to improve you because you're learning certain stuff that you didn't know before to help get to your goal. So this is going to improve me because number one, I need more patience, I need more discipline, and I got such a creative mind, but I'm not implementing it. So this is going to literally help me, put a lot of things in perspective to where I'm in control and I can slow things down. So it's gonna help me literally, personally, and mentally. So once I'm done this, it's only up from there. You feel me?
Right,
Like
right.
this is literally gonna.
So, but I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like we doing this podcast, you still didn't tell me how that's gonna. I understand that's gonna improve your behavioral aspects, but is it gonna improve you as far as put you in a better position? How is that gonna put you in a better position?
Because my whole dream is to be an actor, and directing and acting goes hand in hand. So by me directing, I get seen more. My face gets seen more when it comes to anything in general. You feel me? So now when people look at me, like right now, if I apply to things or people want to look at me, they see an actor.
Right,
I'm
right.
going to cast you for an actor. Cast you for an actor. So if I don't need you, cool. I'll go on to the next person, and then I'm out of a job or an opportunity or situation. But by me doing this, now people can look at me as not only an actor but as a director or producer. So now I got more opportunity to achieve what I want to achieve.
Okay, okay. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I think what you're saying is cool. Me personally, I feel like what you're saying, I think just in my feedback on that, and a lot of people have to, like, from the beginning, I think my understanding of, prime example, you, and I'll use you as an example because you're on the call, but a lot of individuals I see, they want to do something and they mistake. And I'm not saying this is you, but they mistake what they want to do as something that's going to improve them when technically it's a hobby. Now, not saying you, but I'm going to transition into me. If every day I go outside playing ball and I'm practicing and I'm thinking to myself, which I tried to make myself think before, I'm practicing because one day I'm going to try out for the Philadelphia 76ers, right? That's not going to happen, right? I don't have the time, nor do I have the dedication to really technically do that. Nor am I in the position to be able to compete with people that have been doing this ever since they've been born all the way to now. Like I've been doing this since I've been born, but I took a big long break. You know what I mean? So it's like for me to catch up, it's gonna be tremendously hard. So every day I wake up, when I go when I go after work to go play ball, I'm going to play ball just to have fun in my head. You know what I mean? Like, but in my head, I'm not lying to myself saying I'm going to play ball to get better to then go overseas and make money. I can technically do that, but I know that would sacrifice what I'm already doing, you know, in X lane. You get what I'm saying? So I think you brought up a good point as far as like where you see it helping you personally. But here's where I will be objective and I'll say this to you because I know you have questions for me, but I sort of kind of like, I feel like my questions are better right now as far as like the trajectory and the lane we're going in. So I'm going to keep asking these questions, right? So what I want to say is I feel like you being an actor and I feel like you creating a series is great for you personally, but I don't see how it's good for you business wise. Like, I don't see how how it's putting money in your pocket. I don't see how it's making your net worth better. Like I don't see how
your business is entertainment, right?
Yeah.
The reason why I started a business and made myself a business is because of the fact that not only that I want to get into acting and do movies and stuff like that, but I also want a production company. You feel me? I want to be able to run everything that I'm doing.
Right.
I want, the videographers. I want to be able to create movies, create series. I wanted to be able, something like who's a good example? Like Kevin Hart.
Right.
Heartbeat production company. You feel me? He did what he did, comedian and stuff like that. He learned certain stuff, and now he got a whole production company to where he's creating stuff to where either movies, Universals, or anybody else will pitch him ideas to create with his production company.
But see, I feel like that's where I gotta call y'all on BS. Because see, here's the thing with Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart started doing things that was making him money first before he started that production. When I see you going backwards, you're trying to start a whole production company and you're not making no money from it.
Well, from the production company side?
So like, no, not necessarily that. I'm not really trying to say that. What I'm trying to say is he built himself as some type of value, and then his business, Heartbeat Entertainment, whatever the crap is called, that doesn't have any value without him. You know what I'm saying? So he built his personal value. So what I'm trying to ask you, I think, is how are you going to build, I think, your personal value to add to your business? I don't know. That's what I think I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I don't really know what you're really trying to say.
I just said it.
At the end of the day, like, I use Kevin Hart for an example. Like, I didn't want you to get all deep into the details or he did this, that, and third. That's not the whole point. I just used that for the fact that it's the fact of the production part of the situation. At the end of the day, just like you said, he made money doing whatever. Yeah, he made money doing comedy and stuff like that, which is something that he really wanted to do. He wanted to be a comedian before anything else. And then he got the money, he got the funds, he learned new skills, he learned new things by being in movies and realized he could do it himself. So then he got his team and did a production company. That's how it literally came. So he made money doing what he's doing. Am I making the most money or the craziest money doing acting? No, but I'm making money. Certain stuff I've made money doing acting. Am I taking some free jobs? Of course, for experience and so that I can learn behind the camera work with everything going on. I need the experience. I need all that. But I am still had jobs and acting drawings where I did make money. Now, have I made, and always I want to compare it to Kevin Hart's situation because he didn't go into acting. It's a difference of like, because even if I use like a Michael B. Jordan, the only thing you can say about him that made it different is the fact that he got solidified as an actor. So because he got solidified as an actor, a lot of producers or directors, they take heed to his word more than anybody else because he's been the lead in a lot of movies and situations like that. So they take his thought process to heart.
Right.
You feel me? So I'm literally in that exact same step. You feel me? My acting persona is not so crazy solidified yet to where it corresponds, but is in the literally the exact same field. It's just the fact that And it's just like in general, like when it comes to the next generation or the next step, there's people who would do certain things, and then after they do their singular thing, then they get to something else. But as like I said, as the days keep on going, and there's a new day and age, now people realize that I don't need to just do this one thing and then be like, you know what, let me do a production company like 3 years from now when I feel like this, that, and the third. Like I'm not doing it that way. Just not doing that way. Because for me it's just no point. Because of the fact that as I'm doing actor and the producers and directors are giving me the option to direct certain scenes or create certain scenes or, create a spin-off on something that I can't talk about right now because it's something that pertains to the movie I'm shooting right now, The Good Life with a spin-off. The fact that I'm getting these opportunities and things, I feel like it would be a detrimental and like a negative impact if I don't sit there and act on it. Like, because it makes sense. Like, this is coming for me. That's why I'm doing this acting with the production side as well.
You ever think about what happens if you fail?
If I fail, what?
So do you ever think about what happens if you do all of this and nothing comes out of it? You ever think of that? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think about that a lot. Well, not a lot, but I think about that. I think a lot of people. Even though they might not say that, I think every business owner, when you have that, you think that like if this don't work, but that's what keeps you going to overcome if this don't work, because something is going to go wrong.
Yeah.
And like, that's what people need to realize when it comes to business in general, is that you gotta look at what could go wrong, because as bad as it sounds, something is going to go wrong. No good crazy business didn't boom and be billionaire or 8 figures without something going wrong and without that business building as a unit to get to that next level. So yeah, I thought about that, like something for me personally, because I'm my own business and it's not like yours to where you got electronical business and things like that to where you can hire people and things like that to where your business can get messed up even more depending on who you hire.
Yeah.
Me personally, biggest strength and weakness of my business, because it's me. So if I don't, act on certain things, or I turn down certain things, or I do something, publicly that can destroy, my character or my image or my name, yeah, it can go crazy, crazy downhill. But at the end of the day, that's why every day you just take steps and steps and steps and keep on planning, so that if anything, unwarranted or random pops up, you be able to bounce back. You feel me? But that's just like every business person in general. Anything can go wrong at any point in time.
You have a backup plan?
You hear me?
Yeah. Do you have a backup plan?
Because I can't see you.
You can't see me?
Nah, I can't.
Hold up.
You now.
Huh?
I can see you now.
Yeah, that must be now. Okay. So do you? What I was about to say is, do you have a backup plan?
Want to be 100 with you?
Yeah.
My backup plan is to continue to do what I'm doing. Honestly, being an actor, being a producer, artist, that's my. You know what's crazy about backup plans? I feel like I gotta say this, right? Because I feel like there's two sides.
You said, do you really want to know? My plan is to keep. Go ahead.
There's two sides to a backup plan, right? So like, there's a positive way to look at it and there's a negative way to look at it, depending on who you are and things like that. You feel me? Because listen to motivational people, or listen to people who's up and done certain things or took the step that you took, things like that. You got some people that say, yo, you need a backup plan. Like, what if this happens? You need a backup plan just in case this don't happen. You need something to fall back on. Right. Then you got the person, yo, I don't got a backup plan. My plan A is my plan B. My plan B is my plan A. There's no failing. There's no this, that, and the third. This is what I want to do. So if I fail, I'm going to just get back up and do it again a new way.
Right.
Like, I'm not pursuing what I'm doing. So it's no, to me, granted, this is the world, so anything can happen. So you got to be realistic as well as optimistic. But you got to be realistic a lot more than anything.
I agree.
But when it comes to that, no, I don't. There's no. I've tried multiple things. I did the phone things with you. I tried, different 9-to-5s. I tried different jobs, and there's nothing. There's nothing that feeds my soul, makes me happy, give me that passion more than this. So I can't see myself, just quit doing anything acting or production wise. I literally can't see myself or what I would do if I didn't have this passion or drive to do this. You feel me? So, and that could be a bad thing or that could be a good thing, depending on how you look at it and depending on what you see. And sometimes it's hard to even look at it if you're not if you're not living that life and you don't feel what I feel or see what I see.
I think that you're a strong individual. I think that you are a very strong-minded individual because, like, to have a goal, right, and then have a desire as far as acting in film, I think you have to be a little bit insane to actually have these beliefs, right? And I think insanity can go two ways. That you could be somebody could say, I think that's pretty insane, but you really be a genius. You get what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people obviously don't understand geniuses, because they think on a whole different scale. So I think what you're saying, it could be really, really genius or really, really dumb. Now let me explain to you why. Because what you're saying makes sense. But then you want to think about it like this. You are obviously a really, really good genius or really, really ignorant. Not you, but I'm saying in general. Really ignorant if you are believing in yourself enough to pursue something that technically isn't even able to sustain your lifestyle, but you are putting a lot of time into it. But then you got to think, a lot of entrepreneurs go through that. Like, they don't make money until, years later. But then with you, it's more like a freelance thing. So it's like you're dependent on a lot of different variables. But what happens if you never even see, a dime? It's like, then all of your time, it's like, where does that go? So like when I ask you, what's your backup plan? It's not like, oh, well, what happens when you want to jump ship? It's more so like, what's your backup plan when it comes to like being able to feed yourself? Because then I understand the point of, writing the scripts and taking different opportunities, but your clock is running out. My clock is running out. And I think when I say our clocks are running out, is every single day is a new opportunity, but we already lost yesterday. We lost 24 hours too. So it's like, when you're building, does that pressure ever get to you to where it's like, damn, time is chasing me and I need to see results? Because you technically need to see results. Because if you're either a genius or ignorant if you continue to do something and you don't see results. And it's a reason I'm saying that. Because I go through that as well. It's like, well, am I doing a genius thing? Or am I just crazy? Because if I don't see the results from something, why am I doing it? Because technically I'm running out of time. Like, does that ever come to you, like, haunt you or, stress you out?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So what people don't know, acting is a very cutthroat business. This is one of the harder businesses to get into. You feel me? People say sometimes rapping, but sometimes all you need is that one hit. This is different. Like, acting is very, very cutthroat and one of the toughest business because it's so populated, yo. Like, it's so saturated that everybody want to do this, everybody want to do that, and then a lot of people got connects or live in a city or a state to where it's more easy accessible to them.
Yeah.
To where but it's not easy. It's hard on the East Coast, at least where we at, than other places. So yeah, I think about that all the time because it's just like with acting, like it literally goes with like the thing about acting is that you really have to study the craft every single day because there's always going to be somebody better than you or audition better than you, and you could be a better actor in general, but the way they presented themselves, they can easily beat you every single time. Like there's so many jobs that I auditioned for that I thought I killed, and that some directors and producers like, yo, like you did good, you did this, that, and the third. You feel me? And I never got the part at all. I never talked to him at all. You feel me? So even when things
Mm.
like that put you down a little bit, that's like, well, damn, if I did that great and that good, and I can't get this, then like where can I go from there? If I already did the
Right.
top, and like where can I go? So like that literally beats me down like every time. But like that's why you got to just keep on going and just keep on going. Like this is a non-stop situation because literally your talent is how you're going to get there. Like with you or with like anybody with the business, it's sometimes it's not just you. You feel me? Like as long as like you put things in position to whether your employees, your marketing, your advertising or whatever, like all that stuff can draw in, customers, revenue, opportunities and perception and things like that. Me, it's just me. There's nothing outside of me being in front of a camera auditioning people that's gonna make somebody want me. Like I just have me. Like I am my marketing. I am my employee. I am my employer. I'm literally my own business, which is the most hardest thing in the world. Which I want to transition to this to you.
Yeah,
Um,
I was about to say yeah.
what do you think? What is your biggest strength of your business is? Like, what do you think your biggest strength, business wise?
Personally,
Yes,
as
and
what do I bring to my business personally?
I'm answer first, right? So this is what I mean. Like the biggest strength of the company. Um, like my biggest, like I said, I'm my company. So my biggest strength is me. I'm my biggest strength and my biggest weakness. Because if I sleep 2 days or 3 days or 4 days and don't do nothing, I'm just a regular person that's just a bum and homeless or a bum broke and this, that, and the third. Like I'm my business. And if I start every day purposely trying to have a great day on purpose and not accidental, then best believe I'm going up. But if I wake up one day just mad or not motivated and I have a good day by accident, that means I didn't plan to have a good day. And if I don't plan to have a good day on purpose, then that whole day can just fuck up or just ruin every single thing. To where like another business like Walmart or anything like this, their biggest strength can be their cashiers or their employees or their cart attendants who's out there getting their carts for the customers to be like, you know what, I like shopping here because every time I come here, I got a cart good for me. Or it's too sporadic. I'd rather go at another Target than this Target because these employees is better than these employees. So I'm giving my money to this business. So like that's my biggest strength and weakness. That's why it's hard as an actor because you are your biggest strength and your biggest weakness. So what is yours for your company? Like what do you think your biggest strength is?
Um, I get what you're asking, right? But I wouldn't call it a strength. I would say asset, right? Because my biggest asset when it comes to my business would be money. Because as a business owner, I mean, of course, that's what you need. You need money. You know what I mean? Like, because without money, you can't technically do much. You know what I
Facts.
mean? You can't run a business without money. So it's like I can't flip phones without money. I can't buy products without money. So I would say money. I would definitely say money. I think money would be the top of the line, the biggest asset, but also the biggest thing that can lead to failure. 100%.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. What is your what do you like out of everything that you accomplished? What do you think is your biggest professional achievement?
My biggest professional achievement. My biggest professional achievement, honestly, would be being honestly. I would say being able to provide myself an income. If you really want to be quite frank, I think that's a big achievement because not a lot of people can wake up and say, "Okay, I could do this for money." You know what I mean? I think just being able to provide myself. I don't think I have a lot of business accomplishments. I really don't. So I mean, I would have to honestly say my biggest business accomplishment would be being able to provide a service to individuals. That would be my biggest thing. How about you?
I think one of my biggest achievement, um, even business wise, um, recently within the last like 3 years, I think was um when we stopped talking to each other
Mm.
for a year. That was one of my biggest because that's when I had to, that's when I had to see if I can, make something happen, without, anybody else around. You feel me?
Right,
That's
right.
when I how to, create a business, to create the websites, to, learn how to market, learn how to advertise, learn what apps I need to use to help get this done, what I need to use to get this done. So even though that business that I created at that time through that process didn't succeed, I still think that was one of my biggest achievements because I think that started the ball. Because even from now, that gave me, because like I don't want to say I never thought I could do anything by myself,
Mm.
but it's more so when you're so used to, building together with somebody, you don't think about that. You don't think about, well, then, like, what if I got to build something myself? Like, what if I got to really build a business myself or something like that? You never really think about that.
Right.
You that then we build it together. So he got this, and then I got this side. So when, even though that business fell, like, to this day, it's instilled in me that, yo, I can do shit myself. Like, I don't need nobody to build myself, to build my own brand, to build, any business or website. So I think that was my biggest, accomplishment within like the last 3 years.
Yeah, having independence, um, understand that you know what I mean. You have to rely on yourself. I think that I can see that. I definitely can see that. And then also understanding what you're capable of doing. You know what I mean? I think we all have that to like understand. Oh, you are capable of building your own website, or hey, you are capable of doing X, Y, and Z. And then also some things you understand. Okay, it takes a lot more than I expected to do this. You know, and I think that's a valid point. I really do. I think it's a valid point. I think that was a good one. Very, very good one.
Bro, my questions is fire, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like
They mid. They mid. They not that good. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm low key like at the top right now. I think I'm low key leading this
It
podcast. Like,
honestly it sounds like you just got the shit off of Google, but me just
uh, yo, yo, the hate is real.
I was thinking that before you even said anything. I'm like, this guy, he just went to what should I
Yo,
ask during the podcast?
because I got a whole week to go through life experiences. And then as I'm going through certain days, I just put it in my notes. And then once it's time for the podcast, I go through my notes and then put it all in order, everything I
Yeah,
need to
yeah.
talk about. You mean,
No,
don't hate.
yeah. I mean, I freestyle mine because that's how good I am. You know what I mean? You got a plan, and that's understanding what you're capable of and understanding what you're not. And I
That's
think
corny.
that you know what I mean. That's fine.
I think that's like really corny.
I'm just saying,
I
like, I don't need to like write
I think
notes
that was
because I know
a way to
that what I say is, you know what I mean, what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't gotta write notes because I already know what I'm saying is what I mean.
it sound good, bro. It sound good. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, you know, I'm just saying. But yeah. So I mean, again, you know, we've been out here for like 42 minutes. I'm gonna ask you this, dude. What
Already?
other? Yeah, already, man, already. We have yeah already. We've been on here for a little grip. Very slow night, of course. Very slow night. Probably from the late start. But what I will say is before we wrap, you got anything really else that you need to ask from your questions that you have mapped out?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, what's up?
All right, so I just thought about this, right?
Yeah.
And this time for everybody who's watching, right? If you got a business or you're doing something, your friend may got a business, they might be doing something, your brother, your sister, whoever it is, you feel me? I feel like you need to, I feel like everybody need to do this, you feel me? Because I feel like this is a way to get a feel if, you know, you need certain people around you or not. And if they got your best interest or if they believe in you or anything like that. And I'm gonna say, so I'm gonna ask this question, right? There's a question it's for both of us. So I'm gonna ask you, what is for me? You know what I want to do and everything I'm doing right now. So, what is some advice that you would give me moving forward to help me achieve what I want to achieve? You feel me? Because we're bros. You feel me? We're bros. We both know what we're doing, and I already have something that I can give you. You feel me? Because even just through life in general, we always give each other ideas of like, yo, if you're doing it, you probably should probably do it this way, or you should do this way, and then vice versa. So right now, like, what advice would you give me? And I said this because everybody needs to do this. You feel me? Like, if you have people you're hanging around with every single day, and you just going to the club, you're doing this, then the third, is wasting a lot of money. You need to sit there and really ask them, like, yo, you know what I'm doing? Like, what can I do to do better doing this? You feel me? If they can't give you no answer other than, yo, let's just go out tonight, then you low key need to separate from them. You feel me? Because at a point in time, you got to realize you need to surround yourself with people who want to see you win and don't mind chipping in to make sure you're going to win.
Right. So, I mean, unlike a lot of people, I think that I give people like you advice all the time, right? Like, I give you advice all the time on what you can do better. You know what I mean? So this wouldn't be a hard question for me because I think that people look at me as like the Godfather.
No,
You know what
I
I
don't
mean?
mean that. No, we're talking about business. We're not talking about personal advice that I also give you. We're not talking about that. Okay?
No. I'm talking about business. I give you business advice all the time. But one thing I will say, I would. So my advice wouldn't be to acting because I don't look at. So what you gotta understand is I'm a very blunt person, right? And I don't look at your acting career as a business yet. I don't. I look at it as something that you're pursuing and gaining experience in, but I don't look at it as a business yet. What I will say, but that's just the honest truth. But hold on. What I will say though is the advice that I would give you pertaining to all of it is something you're not going to take, but it's something that you're going to realize because a lot of things that I tell you, you end up not listening. Even about your first business that ended up failing, I told you from the rip that it wasn't a good idea. I told you from the rip it wasn't a good idea. And I told you from the rip it wasn't a good idea, not because I was hating on you or because I thought that it was you just didn't think it through or whatever. I told you it wasn't a good idea because of certain things. Like, oh, you don't have this or you don't have that and you need this type of person to do this and that. So what I will tell you is the one thing and the one advice that I will only give you that I see that you are consistently doing wrong is you don't know how to slow down. You are a very you're a very confused individual. And that's one thing I see. You're very confused because you got so many different traits within yourself and so many things that I think you could do, but you don't know what to do because you're so busy chasing cheese. You know what I mean? That's the only advice I probably would give you. Is slow down, be honest with yourself, because I don't think
I already said that to myself when we started this podcast. So you're not giving me anything I already said to myself. I literally said that. That's why I'm doing it because I need to slow down. I need to do this and that. You're not saying I'm talking about something.
So it's different. This is different. I don't mean slow down because you're doing this no, like slow down because you're not completely honest with yourself. That's what I mean. Slow down and literally be honest with yourself. And I don't think that you're honest with yourself because I think a lot of the things within yourself. See, you don't want to get me started because when you sit there and talk about you should ask your brother or your sister and da da da. See, you ask me about business advice. You know what I mean? I'm the one that sat there in Frankfurt that sat there and told you literally advice about your business maybe every other day. You know what I mean? Even when you didn't ask for it. But like one thing, like with the acting prime example, acting is something that you have passion for. It's something that's great, right? But I've told you off of this podcast that the acting aspect ain't shit unless you monetize it. And you've been doing a okay job doing it. You haven't really monetized it yet, but I'm assuming that's coming, but it's not coming fast enough for you to actually see revenue because you're moving too fast. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, instead of trying to be the artist, right? Sometimes honestly, you got to cater to the people that want to be just like you. You know, and this is the truth. Because sometimes we get so wrapped up on trying to be the final product, not understanding that we can create it. And that would be the advice I would give you. I don't want to give out all the gems, you know what I mean, live. But I will say, you know what I mean, sometimes you don't wanna try and be the product, because the product that sits on the shelf doesn't hold the value. The person that created it does. That's fucking good. That's fucking good. That's good, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I'm out here spitting some shit.
Like, that's good for, like, I feel like that's good for, like,
that's good.
You feel me? I feel like that's good for, like, certain businesses like yours. Like, you don't want to be the product because the product sells itself and all this other stuff like that.
Nah,
like,
but I'm saying it because I don't think being a rapper is good. Huh?
You are the product.
No, you're not. You are someone else's. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So you being a actor, you're somebody else's product. What do I mean by that? Is you're putting your butt up there for other people to see, to want to use, which makes you their property at that time.
You're a product because you are a product that people use. So you, as a, whether you're a independent, I don't want to use rapper, but if you want to use the real rapper, independent rapper, or whatever, you're not signing nobody, just standing to you are your own product, and then you
a
make
rapper
certain
can't be used because an independent rapper is going to be able to do freelance and do whatever they want.
Acting, you're your product. You are the product that you are bringing for people to see. You are the product.
Right, but you're not going to always have value. So you can't be a product. You're not going to have value to other people, so you're someone else's product.
The certain producers and directors, depending on their vision, you don't have no value.
So when you get old, dusty, and crusty, you're not going to have value to some people. You're not going to be able to get some roles.
Yeah, to some people, and you know what I mean? But that's now too. You're still the product though.
You're proving my point. You're somebody else's product. You're not your own. Because it's not about how you value yourself. It's about how other people value you. Bro, that was fucking good. I gotta get the fuck off, bro. I'm talking. Bro, you got me doing too much, bro. You already know I'm about to get in my bag, and I shouldn't be giving this game out for free. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got me really in my bag, and I'm really sitting here telling you some real rap. You know what I mean? Like, you're not your product, because at the end of the day, you're not the one that determines how valuable you are. You're not the one that gives yourself the lead role. Somebody else does. The problem with it is if you want to be a real successful person in this business that you said is saturated, the only way to make this really honestly work and be able to monetize and feed your family for life is not being an actor right now. Because just like I said, I can't go and be a 76er right now, right? Because I got so much catching up to do. You got a lot of catching up to do in a short amount of time. So what I was saying was, yeah, pursue it, do what you got to do, become an actor and everything, but at the same time, monetize it, because sometime, at some point, you are not going to be valuable to people. So something that always will be valuable to people is what's in here. Not whatever you want to try to present to people. You see what I'm saying? But it's going to come to you one day. You know what I mean?
What's in here that's so valuable is, at the end of the day, there's no point in, you know what I mean? Because like I said, oh, but listen, I'm gonna tell you why.
That was good. I ain't gonna lie, that was good.
Like I said, depending on, you know, your position and what you've done, you know, people say different things. That's why when it comes to business, there's always different views of how you view, especially when you're not in that business itself. You feel me? Because You're saying that because you're not in that business, but then when
Am I
you talk
wrong?
to certain, yes, pertaining to this, pertaining to actors and stuff like that, you're the only person who I ever heard say that. You're the only
Exactly.
person
I'm the
I ever.
only realist person that understands because you don't talk to people that are smart business wise, obviously. Because at the
No,
end of the day, no, at the
no,
end
no.
of the day, I'm telling you.
Oh, see, I don't like that either because once again, that's also taking advice from somebody who's not in that field. That could be just like in general when you come to
But
a friend. Why you taking advice from somebody who don't got their own business and they trying to give you advice from the business? They can't even do it themselves, so they give you advice. Why are you taking advice from somebody like that? The exact same thing in this actor world. You don't know nothing about it
but
to
I
say.
do know about the entertainment industry, and I also do know for a fact that you're not the person that determines how valuable you are. And I think you're just missing that point, and you don't understand that you're not going to be valuable to people forever. But the only way to make sure you're valuable to people forever is by honestly being the value, the person deeming how valuable other people are, or showing people the mindset or the knowledge that never loses value.
Nah, see, when you talk about that, all I think about is that makes sense pertaining to what you're doing because, like, even with like buying fake stuff or buying real stuff and then like selling them and things like this, then the third, the item is the product, and then you as the business owner, if you're buying wholesale and reflipping it, you are determining the value in your business because if it costs $2.50 but you're selling it for 35, then you're determining that value that you believe that it's worth when you bring it to your store.
Right,
But that
I'm
that's still
determining it, but who's determining your
that,
value?
that's still a product, and that's my point. Even
But
if you're
who's
determining
determining your value?
but that don't make the iPod or AirPod not a product.
But
It's
who's
still a
determining your value? But who's
huh,
determining your value?
of how much I should get paid based on what I need to do
No, fuck that. Who's determining your value as far as if they want you in their store?
in their movie.
Exactly. Yeah.
The producer.
Thank you. You don't have any value. Your value is only deemed
I,
upon what they
I
value you as.
that does not take away from the simple fact that I said that I am still a product, and then my
No,
example
you are
was
completely a product. No, you're
that's
a
all.
completely product. Yeah. You're a product
So
that literally has no
what
value until
I'm
somebody else tells you what the value is. They have to put a price stamp on you.
and that's cool. But it started with you saying you as an actor, you're not a product. Don't look at yourself as a product because you're not a product.
Yeah,
That's how it
did I
started.
did I
That
did
was
I miss did I miss said that? Then no, I'm not trying to say you're not a product. Obviously, you're providing a service, but your service is never stamped until someone else has the gives you that okay, and that's
that.
not
Uh,
that that's not
right?
that's not the way that you want to monetize yourself now in a saturated industry, and that's a fact.
No, all right. So listen. So now that you take that, now that revamped that and took that back, I'll give you that fact when it comes to the whole value situation. Now the whole value situation, that's 100% facts, right? But even with this, you feel me? Even if for right now, I need somebody to look at me like, yo, I like you. You're gonna be in my movie because this is my vision.